What would make this an especially useful conversation for you today?
Well, I was hoping, I guess, to get some insight on how to improve in logic games, probably.
Sure, sure. So what would you say
Mhm.
are some of your biggest struggles with logic games right now?
One of my biggest struggles is when you have to replace a rule.
Mhm.
And also, I struggle with ordering games.
Okay, so replace a rule game questions, which are also known as rule equivalency or
Mhm.
rule substitution questions. Those often seem difficult because they come up so infrequently. So when you come across
Mhm.
one, it's like, well, I haven't done one of those in a while. So you're kind of left
Mhm.
scrambling. But what if you
Right.
were to do several of those in a row? Do simply the game setup and that single question associated with it.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
there's been one of them on virtually every single exam since
Mhm.
exam number 57.
Okay.
So I have a list of them I can email you where you just basically handpick those specifically and just work through them in order.
Okay.
Then you'll start to see the patterns related to how you can solve them. And specifically, I'd say you can solve it by seeing if any inferences that you derived initially still hold true with the new rule. You can also see if any
Mhm.
of your previous hypothetical scenarios are rendered invalid by the new rule. If they're rendered
Okay.
invalid, then they are more limiting and as
Yeah.
such could not possibly be equivalent. And alternatively, if they allow new scenarios that previously would not have been possible under the old state of affairs, then they are not limiting enough. So those are some
Okay.
ways you might want to play around with them. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.